story time just popped into my head. Years ago, I had a new housemate. I had just gotten rid of a roommate, and this guy replaced the former girl. We got along rather well, and we were renting a house, 3-story house. We had made the basement into a dungeon. We got the walls painted black. It was a really spooky little dungeon, and we had a nice little backyard. There were trees, and our next door neighbors, the house was attached, and the next side of the house was a gay couple with a sausage dog. And on the other side, the house was a detached house on its own lot. And it kind of looked like a forest in there. A very reclusive sort of man lived there with a whole bunch of Jack Russell Terriers. He had at least 6 of them. And they're very yappy dogs. You could just hear them when they would be outside. You know, that was just like, oh my God, not again. It's a pain in the ass. Call the dogs inside, because I can't enjoy outside with them out there. As long as they know you're there, they're going to start barking. They're so cute, but ew. And so, needless to say, I did not enjoy the backyard as much as I would have liked. But one day, my housemate, he liked to boast about him being in martial arts. He's trained in martial arts, and he's got a double black belt in karate, kung fu, and, he just had loads of stories to tell about being in the dojo, where it's a place where people, mostly males it seemed, go. It's Asian, it's Chinese. There's a master, and he is teaching whomever is following. And so this guy spent loads of time there, and he really loved these martial arts and that culture. And he learned a lot, so he was going to teach me. He thought it was important, especially as a sex worker, a domina. I was doing domination. And he'd been a client, and he moved into my place. And then I turned him into a working girl. I turned him into a her. He wanted to be a she anyway. He'd been coming to see me as a cross-dresser. So I just turned him into a domina. And he would do for each other, right? So he wanted to teach me martial arts. He was ready to teach me martial arts. And we had somebody had cut firewood or cut a tree. So many trees were in that backyard, and it was a tree that had been cut. So there were stumps. There were tree stumps, good for firewood. And they were turned upright. So, it's as though they were arranged so you could sit on them. So they were arranged as seats. If you want to sit in the back on a tree stump, that's it. Well, this guy decides he's going to show me some stance, some, fighting stances, and he's going to demonstrate martial arts, a kung fu to me. And I don't know what possessed him to jump or try to jump onto the tree stump. It seemed as though he was going to jump on the tree stump and do his kung fu move. And I'm supposed to be impressed. And, I'm supposed to hopefully learn something, But that never happened. That never came to pass. Because as he jumped up on the stump collapsed from under him, and the stump went from upright to side, and he fell on his ass. And I wanted to laugh, but I have empathy. I felt bad for him. So I didn't laugh as uproariously, as boisterously as I wanted to. I wanted to bust out laughing. But I just did a little, I feel a little giggle, but then I say, you okay? Oh, that must have hurt. Well, needless to say, wow. I never did receive any more Kung Fu instruction. I never received my martial arts training from this guy who was a double black belt and was so skilled in the martial arts. And he was humbled. But not only was he humbled, he was embarrassed and ashamed. I try not to laugh. In hindsight, I should have laughed my ass off because he was always pushing my buttons, trying to get me upset and laughing at me when I would be reacting to his jabs, pressing my button, pushing my buttons. And there he was, almost injured himself by trying to show off his martial arts skills, fell on his ass, and that was that. I never did get any instruction. I never received any training in martial arts. I still don't know how to fight Kung Fu, but I keep using my voice. That's what I have. I have my voice. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, or not. It's all good. I'm Domina Della Pie, Mistress Sasha Storm. Good day.